Welcome back to Real Life Reviews, and in this little video we're going to take a look at a bike multi-tool, and in particular the Topeak Hexus 2, and really we're posing a question here. Is this the best multi-tool to take with you on your triathlons, in competition, and also on your bike rides? Let us know in the comments down below your ideas, your thoughts, and if you think there's one better. Now, what each of us wants from a multi-tool on the bike is going to vary. It's going to vary from personal preference, and it's probably going to vary from event to event. So if I think about triathlon, what you want to carry in a sprint distance may well actually be very different to what you want to carry in an Ironman. So if I use myself as an example, in a sprint, I may well not carry anything because it's so short, it's quick, and at the end of the day, I'm probably going to DNF if I have an issue that I can't get to the end of a section with. Olympic distance, well, depending on the bike I'm using, I'm probably going to just carry 2 or 3 Allen keys that fit what I might need, and 1 or maybe 2 tyre levers, again depending on the wheels and tyres I'm using and what I think I might use or need. Anything more than that, it's probably going to take me too long and I'm going to be out of competition or where I'm aiming to be within the competition. Ironman though, that's another matter, and I'm going to be prepared to spend more time putting right something that might be a bigger issue, and I'm going to want to finish it. It's part of the game, as they say, finishing the Ironman. So the needs are going to vary, and ultimately I guess what I'm dealing with a multi-tool is on the bike in half iron and iron distance. What does the Hexus 2 have? Let's start at the most obvious, the hex keys or the Allen keys. We have the 7 major sizes to fit all hex bolts on a bike. So we have a 2, a 2.5, a 3, a 4mm. We actually have 2 4mm, and I'll explain why in a moment. So we have a 4mm, a 5mm, a 6mm, and an 8mm. The 8mm is covered, as many multi-tools do, with a pop-on. So it's an 8mm pop-on that goes onto the 5mm Allen key that's there. And if I take that a little bit closer, you can hopefully see the little bearing bobble that's sprung loaded, which means that when we pop the 8mm on the 5 and it's stored on the 5, it's not going to slip off and fall off. So all the Allen keys covered. Next up we have Torx. Most popular Torx size, T25. If we look in the body, again we have another pop-on Torx. There we go, you can see it there. So push from the finger behind, and the Torx fits on the 4mm, and you've got a T25. Easy. Then we need to cover the basic screws. So we have a Phillips there, and we have a flathead here. So both screwdrivers covered for. Next up we have a chain tool. Topeak say that this chain tool is not compatible with 11 speed, or it's not made to be compatible with 11 speed. That might be a downer for you, but let me tell you, I've used this chain tool on Shimano and KMC 11 speed, and a little bit of care, I've not had a problem with it. So not designed for 11 speed, but you can use it, or in my experience, with care, you can use it on the 11 speed. You're going to ask the question, how do you turn? How do you actually break through the pin, push the pin through, because your fingers are unlikely to do it, especially if they're cold. And the 4mm, because it's a 4mm hex to turn it, how are you going to get on the end? Well, this is where the next bit comes in, the tyre levers. And the handle has, there we go, 2 tyre levers on it, and one of them has a second 4mm Allen key, which quite simply then is your slot in and your turn for the chain tool. That's 1 tyre lever. This tool comes with 2 tyre levers, which is handy, and if I pop off The second tyre lever, it's quite natty. It's got, if we can look at the two gaps there, it has spoke tensioners, 14 gauge and 15 gauge, which is going to cover most eventualities. And also, if you like using it, then if I put it sideways and we try and get a better look, this one has the little catch point that you can lock it onto a spoke, so you can slot the tyre lever in, lock it onto the spoke, then get the second tyre lever and move that one around. So 2 tyre levers, excellent. Returning briefly to the chain tool, if you look carefully, you will see along and round the top there, we have a chain hook. Seriously useful if you've had to split your chain and you need to put it back together again. It simply pops off and there it is. No problem at all. So, great little addition. Topeak reckon this weighs 167 grams. We've weighed it on our delicate scales and we got 167 grams. So, spot on. Well done, Topeak. We like that. No misadvertising there. So this is the Hexus 2, currently being sold by Chain Reaction at $15.99, and you can get there through a link on our website should you wish, and that would help keep the channel going, because if you buy through there, then Real Life Reviews just gets a small proportion and it helps keep the channel on the go. $15.99, you could go up a little level and go for the Hexus 10 or X, depends how you read it. Evans are selling that at $22.99. What do you get for your $22.99 extra? Well, 3 grams in weight, so not a lot there. Good. You get a T15 Torx. You get a T30 Torx wrench, so maybe, should you need a T30. A Presta valve core tool might be useful, depends if you're switching extensions on your valves, if you've got deep section wheels, maybe, but you don't get a flathead screwdriver, should you need one. Anyway, the question remains, which is the best multi-tool to take on your triathlon? Let us know in the comments down below, and we'll be most interested to see what you've got to say. There we are then, the Topeak Hexus 2. $15.99 from Chain Reaction, and there's a link to them on our website. Also, there's a link to Evans, which has the Hexus 10 or Hexus X at $22.99, or you can follow any of our affiliate links and have a little look through the different multi-tools that are available out there. So, link to our website is just down there. If you haven't yet subscribed, then click on the round picture down there. And we have a couple of little videos, little how-to videos, should you want to have a look at them. We have how to align and straighten a derailleur hanger, and we also have how to change a Shimano front crankset. Thanks for watching.